world. Let's get some people up in here. Let's get this positive energy flowing. You feel me? Let's get this positive energy flowing today. What y'all got going on? What's your plans for the day? What's the goals? Let's laugh. Let's cut up. Let's talk about some Throwback Thursday energy. If not, then we just gonna ride, enjoy this beautiful sunrise. Hey, just think. I can just sit around and just think. We ain't got to talk the whole time. Think about what we got going on today. Just figure, maybe somebody will come on here and enlighten me a little bit today. Tell me something. I'm always telling y'all something. I don't want y'all to think I'm just a yapper. You know what I mean? I just sit up here and think I'm all high and mighty. Nah. Sometimes I need a little bit. I need a little give back. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got some positive energy out there to give me, I'd much appreciate it. You know? If not, hey, that's cool. Because I'm going to go ahead and manifest my own positive energy, you know? That morning coffee in me. Black coffee at that. No sugar added. No creamer added. I usually like doing the 0 calorie sugar, or sugar-free 0 calorie creamer. But really, that be having a lot of additives in it too, for real. So you almost gotta just... Black coffee's nasty. No matter how much I drink it, it never gets any better. I try to be a fake coffee connoisseur because I love the way coffee makes me feel. I love the way it like gets my internal organs pumping and flowing in the morning. Wakes my whole body up, because that warm water mixed with the, that caffeine gets you going. But for whatever reason, I just can never get past the taste of coffee. It just tastes like dirt. Maybe if I just keep doing it, I don't know. But I've been drinking black coffee for 6-7 years, and I just never got the taste, even though I drink it every day. So that's why a lot of people don't like the taste of coffee. That's why they mask it with, like Starbucks, they mask it with hella sugar and whipped cream and sweeteners and shots of espresso, and which those are, man, a good treat every once in a while, but man, they're so unhealthy. And people just start their day off with a grande, extra large can of sugar, and then wonder why they're getting all these cavities and diabetes and stuff, because you're starting your day off with it. Trust me, I love that stuff too. All the stuff that I talk about that's bad for us, it got me for a long time, and it still does. When I see stuff that I really like, I look at it and I go, I want to drink a Starbucks in the morning. They're so good. But they're not. They're actually really bad for you. And, unless you just go there and get a black coffee, but then what's the point of that, So like I said, even the sweeteners. What's up, Sean? How you doing today, brother? You having a good day? What's your plans for the day? You got some goals for the day? Let me know. Drop your goals in the comment. We're gonna get some stuff accomplished today. We ain't gonna sit around. I don't care if you go outside and get the grass cut. I mean, let's just accomplish some stuff. Don't let the grass keep growing. Go out there, get your lawn going. If you don't got a lawn, hey, organize your closet. I actually organized my closet the other day on some like OCD type stuff, because I'm trying to get better at being organized. And man, it actually felt good. It didn't take long to do it. It's one of those things that we just, usually we just throw our stuff in the closet or in the dresser, and we don't think twice about it. But when I actually, was like, you know what? I seen somebody else do this that was talking about, the way that your house looks is a manifestation, is like reflects how you are on the inside. So it's like I kind of applied that mentality, And hang on, let me get over because these people ride my. I get it. If I had a Maserati, I'd be flying too. Well, guess what? I ain't got a Maserati yet. Mother. I'll be getting my Bugatti soon. Don't worry. I'll be dusting his ass. We'll ride the same road. Wait for his ass to go to work. When he's going 65, I'm in a... Get out my way, buddy. But now, hold on. What's up? What's he say? Heidi, what's going on, Heidi? I don't know what that means, but Calusa. Yeah. Smoking? Nah, I don't smoke cigarettes. Nope, I used to. Yep, the entertainment world and the older adults in my life and just the society we lived in all made cigarette smoking look cool. You see Johnny Depp smoking a cigarette, or you know, Leo DiCaprio smoking a cigarette or whatever, and it's like all these, you know, your favorite artist and your favorite, you know, musician, they all was just smoking a cigarette, made it look so cool. So yeah, but hey, I hope you have a great day though. Hey, if you smoke cigarettes and that's what you enjoy doing, hey, more power to you. I don't tell nobody what to do and what not to do. Just telling you, I feel a lot better when I don't smoke cigarettes. Me, I actually had asthma when I was a kid a little bit. So I smoke cigarettes, I can just feel the heaviness in my lungs. Even though I don't have asthma now, I can still just feel that heaviness. And it, you know, a lot of people smoke cigarettes, it gives them that little, that knock the edge off, but then that, you know, but really it just makes you go. And then I like being on the edge. I don't want to knock that edge off. You think you like knocking that edge off, but all it does is make you procrastinate. At least me. Sorry, I gotta say you, but me, it makes me procrastinate. It makes me just want to sit around and be lethargic. And I'm like, oh, give me another one. Give me a bag of chips. Give me a bag of Skittles. You know, it just, and then it all just comes together. It's like, oh, let me smoke a cigarette. You know, at one point I was smoking a cigarette every time I did anything. And looking back on it now, man, it was a lot of wasted money, a lot of wasted, you know, lung cells that I burnt away, brain cells. Man, and you know what? Later on in my life, the consequences, actions catch back up to me. I can't do nothing but stand on it, you know, and say, hey, I put that stuff in my body knowing better. But that's why I try to get on here and try to help people out that, you know, because back then you know better because it says right on the cigarette pack, you know, not to smoke it, basically. You know, the Surgeon's General warning saying that it causes cancer. But man, people still do it because you get roped into society telling you it's cool and stuff like that. But then whenever people hit 60 and they start coughing up a lung, or they start, you know, having like issues, well then they look in the mirror and they go, well, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? You know why it's happening to you. It's bad stuff. Yeah, let's see. Hey, what's going on, bread besties? You cooking bread or something? Bread besties? I bet I'm trying to drive. I got sunglasses on. Got crackheads I gotta avoid. Speaking of crackheads, somebody said crack mouth. Yeah, cigarettes cause you that crack mouth, man. My teeth are probably still super. They ain't as yellow as some people, but from coffee, and because coffee stains the shit out of it, like it stains the crap out of your mouth. And then on top of that, cigarettes. But I never was addicted to cigarettes. That's the crazy part. Like, a lot of people get addicted to cigarettes, but like, I never was full on addicted. I was basically addicted because I always wanted, like, I would always bum them off people, but I was never like fully addicted to where I was like I had to buy a pack. I was too much of a tight ass. I hated spending money on cigarettes, but I would always like bum one off somebody. Hey bro, let me get one. Hey bro, let me get one. And then when I felt like I smoked enough of theirs, then I'd buy them a pack to kind of reimburse them. I felt like that was my way to not smoke as much if I didn't buy them and I just bummed them off people. This crackhead was crying on here last week about his boyfriend leaving him. This crackhead was crying on here last week about his boyfriend leaving him. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you talking about, but ain't no boyfriend over here, big dog. Ain't none of that. Definitely ain't got no crack, man. So you must got the wrong wall, player, if you talking about me. Yeah, man. So I'm thinking about the Throwback Thursday. I think about my childhood, and I just think, man, 90s was a wild time, for real, for real. Like, I want no restrictions on cigarettes, for real. Like, people, you know, family members just blowing the cigarettes in your face. And the people still do it these days, but you know, it's frowned upon. But shit, back then, hell no, everybody was blowing in the car with the kid. It don't matter, just with the windows up. You go into the restaurant, they smoking in the restaurant, blowing it in your face. Know y'all remember cigarettes smoking in your face? Yeah, ain't no transgender over here, big dog, but I appreciate the love. I just but yeah, man, people used to be just smoking cigarettes all the time, and it's bad. I'm sure I got plenty of secondhand smoke. They say secondhand smoke's worse. I mean, that's what they used to say. I don't know if it's true anymore since they've done more research, but say secondhand smoke's worse than damn regular smoke, which is crazy. Because I said my whole childhood, people were just blowing the bitches. Like my grandma smoked so many cigarettes, she was a chain smoker. She would just have hella cigarettes in the ashtray. And I had an uncle that was 1 year older than me. That's crazy, right? An uncle that's 1 year older than me. And so he started, you know, getting curious and doing things that he wasn't supposed to be doing. Obviously, I was sitting right there next to him. I got raised with him, so, you know, I started being curious and doing things too. So he grabbing cigarettes out of his mom, out of grandma's ashtray. Shit, I'm grabbing them up too. Menthols, hitting them bitches. At like 7 years old, thinking we was cool, sneaking off. Man. She would never know because she had a million cigarettes in every ashtray. She never knew when we took like 10 of them or however many and stayed up all night. She thought we was in the room playing the game, which we were, but stuff like that, man, is, I'm glad times have changed somewhat. You know, my childhood was cool though, because you used to at least be able to run around and go from house to house and get your friends and all meet up and go play and have fun, and wasn't all this social media crap. Like, ain't nobody was thinking about it. Everybody was living in the moment back then. Like, hey, let's go ride our bikes, man. Let's go to Dude's house, pick him up, go ride our bikes. Let's go play a game of basketball. Get the whole neighborhood. No matter if you sucked or you was good, like everybody just had fun together. Play tag in the whole neighborhood, you know, around the whole neighborhood, and just played all different kinds of games. We had to be creative, getting broomsticks and hitting rocks. You know, that helped with hand and eye coordination now looking back on it, but at the time we was just doing it because we was super bored, ain't nothing else to do. Joning, laughing and cutting up, just making fun of each other, boxing, shadow boxing, fighting, all that, like, just all kind of stuff happened back in the days. It was a fun time though, because you didn't have to worry about, you know, the stuff you got to worry about now, man. So I mean, world, so much going on in this world now, man. I'll be looking. Yeah, back then, you know, your parents would just, hey, be back at dark. They didn't care where you went, what you did. I'm on walking down the highway. I was riding my bike across the entirety of the town, going into uncharted territory in the people's neighborhoods. But back then, you know, there was real gangsters. You know, people have respect for children and elderly people and women. And, you know, that's how I grew up, you know. You know, I was a kid riding around, didn't nobody really mess with me too much. And never seen any women get injured or hurt in the hood, or, you know, elderly people get messed with. It was like real gangsters back then. That's what the era I'm cut from. But nowadays, man, people don't give a damn. They doing whatever to whoever, and it's crazy. So definitely ain't living by the G code no more. People just got their own crazy wannabe code. They trying to bite off of the real G's from back in the day, trying to put their little twist on it. I mean, yeah, they more aggressive nowadays, which I give them that. It's not a good thing, because, you know, people don't be cherishing life for real, man. That's why I be on here trying to preach. I want everybody to cherish their life and live every day to the fullest and get the most out of every day. And just, man, time flies. The next thing you know, you'll be 50, 60, 70. You're like, I didn't do nothing with my life. I just sat around and complained and moped every day. What kind of life is that to live? You could, every day you could just soak it up and enjoy, you know, the day. Even if it's a bad day, you got stress going on. Had stresses going on yesterday. Guess what I did? I took time out of my day, found me a nice, quiet, peaceful spot, got some sunlight, took in deep breaths, got that oxygen flowing in my body, listened to the birds chirp, the butterflies floating, and man, you'd be surprised, that stuff works wonders. What up? I got 3 people in the chat. Smash that like button, double tap the screen. All you gotta do is boop, boop. Give me that little like. That'd be nice, that'd be nice. Subscribe if you want some more cool information. I talk to my people about whatever, as long as y'all ain't out here trolling like old boy saying some weirdo stuff. The one and only Nicole. I remember, you see, I got an elephant memory, y'all. One thing is, if you play me, I don't forget stuff. So go ahead and troll all you want, and they'll try to come back later and be cool later on and be like, nah, when you could have just been cool off the rip. You want to come on somebody else's line when they trying to help motivate and inspire other people to be positive today, have a great day and get some things done. You want to come on here saying some goofball stuff? That's crazy. But I expect the hate. How about Mike Tyson loses a fight though? So how do Mike Tyson lose a fight though? See, I don't know what that means neither. We all human. We all got, you know, can't be perfect. He won a lot of fights back in the day, probably when he was a kid. Don't remember, but if you go back and look, Mike Tyson got he won hella fights, knocked people out. He was one of the best boxers to ever fight ever. Now he's just older, but he's still getting after. He's in better shape than a lot of people his age, tell you that. A lot of people, ain't nobody his age, a lot of people his age ain't getting in the ring and throwing hands. Especially with no young athlete that's got millions of dollars that trains every day and has the best personal trainers and the best nutrition. So, man, Mike Tyson got heart. That's all you really need in life. You need to have a big heart. You don't got to be the strongest person. You ain't got to be the most intelligent person. You ain't got to be the coolest or funniest person. But you got to, you know, if you got heart, that changes the man. That's all you need. I've seen the littlest dudes win the fight against the biggest person, the biggest bully, because he had heart. Told the bully he wasn't gonna put up with that stuff, and then, you know, handle his stuff. No matter how much the bully tried to punk him, I was one of those people. That's why I learned. I came up from a rough environment, and I could either got chewed up and spit out, or walk into it headstrong and, hey, At first I was scared, I ain't gonna lie, I was just a little kid, I ain't know. But then one day my mom was like, hey, you gotta go out there and show them you ain't scared, because otherwise you're just gonna get walked on your whole life. And that, from that pivotal moment in my entire life, I went outside, fought about 10 dudes by myself, one at a time. After the first, you know what I mean? And I won some, I lost some, but hey, they gave me respect after that, and it was nothing but love after that. Because they were like, okay, he ain't no punk. He got a big heart. He ain't going for that. Ever since then, bro, I ain't never let nobody try me since. So never plan on it. So, you know, we gotta humble ourselves at times. You can't just always go to 10. That's why I'm trying to talk to myself on here when I talk to y'all about, you know, just being able to channel that energy and, hey, woosah, rub your ears. Don't let things just get to you. You know, words ain't nothing but words. Like dudes on here trolling and stuff, that ain't nothing but a word to me. Can't call me none that somebody ain't, you know. And then stuff don't even be funny. At least say something funny. Like, you sitting up here trying to troll first thing in the morning, like, come on, bro. You really the one that needs to look in the mirror. That's funny. You wake up early as hell, like, man, I'm gonna get on YouTube and troll somebody. That's funny, that's funny. Yeah, this ain't gonna be a long session today. Just figured I'd chop it up with some people. Hopefully y'all have a great day. Hope anybody watches this back. Hopefully you have a blessed day. Build that muscle, build that mind, build that pocketbooks, get that mind muscle and, you know, spirit built up. Get us through this day. It's Thursday. Get through this day. You know, we got Friday. That's what we got to get through these days to get to. I hear from my friend all the time, one of my close friends. You know, what would the work week, the Mondays and the Thursdays and the, you know, them days be, it wouldn't be nothing. The weekend wouldn't be nothing without those days. You got to get to the hard days so you can get to that weekend and boom, enjoy that weekend. Now on the same, you can make every day a, you don't got to just wait till the weekend to have a good day. You can make every day a good day. So I got nothing but love for everybody. I want everybody to win. I want everybody to succeed. You know, do something with themselves. So many people out here that I see are just lost and get caught up in drugs and violence and, you know, bad decision makings, and then, you know, and, you know, I wish I had somebody. That's the only reason why I'm doing this stuff, because I wish I had somebody to look up to or to have in my life whenever I was a young teenager going through it, you know. It would have been nice to have something to get on YouTube and find somebody that's like, man, this dude already, you know, I can learn from this guy because he seems cool. He's, you know, talks about the adversities he's been through, and, you know, and he's he's laying down a clear path for me to walk, so that way I don't have to go down the bumpy road that he already went down. It's like you going on a hiking trail and you get a head start on somebody, and you took the left path, and the left path was full of thorns, valleys, creeks, wild animals, poisonous animals, all this crazy stuff. And then you get yourself out of that and you still make it to the top of the mountain, and you got a blowhorn, and you down there and you see other people coming up the path, and they could either go right, which is just a clear-cut path. They ain't got all the dangerous stuff. They just walk straight up the hill. You know, especially, and I'm talking to my family, you know what I mean? Like, people that actually care and want this message. People that don't, hey, it ain't for you. Go ahead. Take the left. Go down that bad path, even though I'm yelling from the mountaintop. Hey, don't go down that path. Go right. Go right. Go down this path. This the path you want to go down. Trust me, I already went down the left path. I was ahead of you. I'm 10 years ahead of you. Go down the left path. I mean, don't go down the left path. Go down the right path. And then some people are still going to choose to go down that left path, and then guess what? Those are the people that I feel sorry for, because I'm like, damn, I could have told you. Like, why you just got bit by a poisonous snake? You just fell off that cliff. I told you. I barely made it out. That's why I'm so passionate about it. I barely made it out. So I'm up at the top of the mountain yelling at y'all, hey, go down the right path. It's clear. It's a clear cut. You don't got no obstacles. If you take this path, you'll be doing good. You know, that's all I'm trying to do. Because I wish I had somebody at the mountain already when I was deciding what path I was going to take as a young adolescent teenager, and it was party, drugs, shitty diet, you know, chasing women, doing all this crazy stuff, or go this way, which would have just, you know, stay positive, have positive energy, you know, eat right, take care of my mind, my muscle, get in the gym early at a young age, get your kids in the gym early at a young age, so they help get that aggression out, and they put their energy into something positive, and, you know, it manifests throughout their whole life. And then boom, they, you know, take school and take your education seriously, like as where I didn't. You know, I just thought if you was smart, you was a lame. So we used to just, you know, I would dumb myself down on purpose in school and pretend to be dumber than I was, just so people didn't like joan me and say, ah, bro, you smart as hell, yo, goof ass. Like, that's how it was. Like, so I had to act like, you know, and it you know, it delayed my education back. You know, I could have been way more intelligent, but hey, like I said in every video, you could change that. If you're not that well read, you can start reading today. Little by little, if you got to read a Dr. Seuss book to start reading, you know, you just start by little. That's what I'm doing with my kids. All right, cool. You got past the Dr. Seuss book, now we can read this book. Okay, you got past this, now we can do this. You know? Okay, that's the same thing with like working out, you know. You don't matter never worked out before in your life. Do 5 push-ups. Get you a 5-pound dumbbell and go like this until your arms are sore, and then put them down and do it again tomorrow. Put them down, do it again tomorrow, and then eventually it'll get easier and you can go to 10-pound dumbbells. And that's how you just do it, little bit by little every day. Simple. But I hope somebody got something out of this message. I'm out. Hope everybody has a great day, and I'll see y'all next time. I might go live later for a post-work workout again, so stay tuned for that. All right, y'all.